OP turns 18, and her mother's friends flip the creep switch on, and her excuse of a mother is enabling him. I turned 18 3 weeks ago, and since then, my mom's friend has been joking about dating me. Ever since literally the day after my birthday, my mom's friend has been making comments about how I'd be the perfect girlfriend and how he's amazed I've not been snatched up yet. He's one of my mom's oldest friends, and he's at our house at least once a week. These comments weird me out heaps because he's old enough to be my dad, and I've known him since I was a baby. I spoke to my mom about this, and she said that he's just joking, and I should take it as a compliment. All guys joke like this, and it just means he thinks I'm pretty. The issue is that it's gross, right? Just because I'm 18 doesn't mean I have to date, and it definitely doesn't mean I want to date someone that old. I'm really not sure how to handle this, because no one else seems to think it's a big deal. What should I do? Some things he said. You'd be the perfect girlfriend. You've got to find yourself a man to take care of you. How are you single? You're beautiful. I'd have snatched you up in a heartbeat. You need a real man. What I wouldn't do with a girl like you. If you ever need someone to take you out, you know where I am. Relevant comments. I'm 18. You're way too old for me. Stop with the gross comments. You might have a chance with my mom, but definitely not with me. Sometimes you have to be blunt. Make him and your mom as uncomfortable as you've been made to feel. Your mom is not being a good mom in this dismissive behavior, and is continuing to give him access to you in your home. Do you have anywhere else you can go? OP's reply. Not really at the moment, no. The same user replies. Don't drop your guard around this guy. If you think it might help, show your mom some of these responses so far. I'm her age. If my daughter came to me with this situation, I would definitely have her back. My friendship or potential relationship with this creep would end immediately. Your mother is wrong. Creeps joke like that. Another user replies. You're right. I had a friend since high school who made inappropriate jokes about girls, and he always played it off like he was just kidding. My friend group always thought it was odd, but we didn't think he could be serious. Him. It turns out he abused an S at his children a couple years ago, after I found out he was in prison. I spoke to a friend who knew the mother of the kids. It turns out he SN'd his little sister when he was 15. Sister was like 8, I think. But he was sent off to his mother's house and never allowed to see his sister again. After I found all of this out, I felt incredibly guilty for not reading the signs and trusting my "this is odd" feeling based on my intuition. You just never know. It is a big deal. I'm really sorry your mom is being dismissive. You are being harassed in your own home. Always respond with something firm, like loudly saying, I find that comment creepy. Stop speaking to me like that. Keep away from him as much as you can, but be vigilant about not being left alone with him. Talk to another older adult you can trust, e.g. a guidance counselor, a school nurse, or a friend's mom. Tell them what is going on. Keep an incident diary of what he says, and when or where, so you will have evidence to show the police if he escalates. Also, talk to your mother again and emphasize that it doesn't matter why he is doing it. It makes you feel uncomfortable, and you would appreciate her being a bit kinder and more supportive of you. The key here is that you do not need to justify or defend your feelings to your mom or the creep himself. Any excuse they make, just repeat, I don't care. I still find it creepy, and I want it to stop. Update. 6 months later. Sorry for the big gap between posts. I know a bunch of you asked for an update. I've finally managed to move out after my mom and her friend managed to make me feel like I couldn't keep living in the house I grew up in. It all sort of came to a head when I was watching TV, and he came and sat with me. After a bit, he very casually put his hand on my thigh. I was wearing shorts, so it was on my bare skin. I flipped out and shouted, "Don't touch me," because it literally made my skin crawl. My mom came in and was so pissed that I yelled at her friend and said I was overreacting and being dramatic. After he left, she said that I shouldn't dress like I wanted attention and then be upset when I got it. I can't live in a house where it's apparently okay for men to touch me just because I'm in shorts, so I now live with a friend in a shared house. It's not ideal, and money is pretty tight. But at least I can dress how I like, and I won't be blamed for anything I didn't do. Relevant comments. What the hell is wrong with your mom? I'd keep that trash alive if someone laid a hand on my child. A user replies. Unfortunately, some women don't give up as long as they can keep the men in their lives. Disgusting. Another user adds. Some women also come to see their own children as competition and are simultaneously jealous as well as open to pimping them to their partner to keep the guy around or interested. There must be so much self-loathing involved to be that out of whack. My youngest daughter is 19. Your story really makes my blood boil. I'd be off to prison for murder if I were your dad and heard about this. Good for you. Stay strong. I'm proud of you. In this update, thanks for letting us know. OP's reply. I never met my dad, and situations like this make me realize what I'm missing. A user replies. It's not just dads. A good mom would look out for you just as fiercely. Sorry to say it, but your mom stinks, and she values this guy more than your safety and well-being. I would have gone nuclear. You, mom, have failed as a parent. Parents are supposed to protect their kids, and instead of protecting you, she sided with a predator. I'm glad you got out of that house. Don't go back. I'm 1000% sure he would have escalated. Especially after the way your mom blamed you. She basically gave him the green light. Thank you for watching the video. If you are interested in listening to these kinds of stories, we've got more in store for you. Simply subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share it with your friends.